Long ball number 2 here for Wednesday morning. United States women's national team are back in action tonight, the final day of the She Believes Cup. They will take on the number 1 seeded in this tournament, Japan. Japan ahead of the U.S. women on goal difference. So the American women, Emma Hayes' squad, will need to get a straight up 3 points tonight if they are going to be first place in She Believes Cup 2025.
Yeah, this is going to be a challenge. Like, let's not pretend that this is a game where the U.S. women should be heavily favored. I think they're going to be in a battle here. Japan has looked really good in this tournament so far. Mina Tanaka has been excellent, contributing to 7 of Japan's 8 goals, 4 goals, 3 assists. She was great against Colombia, so we'll see how the United States women's national team might be able to slow her down. I think, obviously, because this is not a major tournament, right? We talked about this, Rob. I think you asked me where do you put the She Believes Cup between like meaningless friendlies and important games. It is slightly more important than meaningless friendlies, right? And the United States has always won this thing. It's on home soil. It's run by U.S. Soccer. You invite a couple of teams, and the U.S. women they've always won this trophy. If they lose tonight or draw, which I believe would give Japan the title because of their goal difference, then I think that would be not troubling, but it wouldn't be great. And people will respond accordingly, I think. I mean, probably there'll be some low information fans who will be freaking out. How do we lose Japan on home soil, et cetera, et cetera? I think people in the know will think, okay, well, maybe this is a necessary learning opportunity for a U.S. women's national team that does have some new faces, some younger players. Lily Yohannes. Let's see her some more. Again, she's a teenager, but she looks like a star in the making. I'm hoping, and I have no reason to doubt, that Emma Hayes will play Lily Yohannes tonight. That is whatever you get from the result, and it will be about the team performance. It always is. It's a team sport. There will certainly be some individual performances that we can zoom in on and go, okay, I'm getting excited for what's coming in 2 years with the group that Emma Hayes currently has.
Yeah, Lily Yohannes, can't wait to see more of her. Hopefully she gets, if not the start, a good amount of time. And then we also want to see more Catarina Macario. I imagine some folks are going to be turning into her. And then kind of the breakout star, at least in my mind, folks who watched NWSL last year more than I did might have something to say, but Ally Sentnor, want to see more of her. She's had a banger. She had a great assist in the second game. It would be great to see if she can, go game on game for 3 in a row with impressive performances. So be interesting to see. So those are kind of the players that I'm specifically excited to see. Who would you think that, or in your mind, you're a viewer, who would you want to see tonight?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's Lily Yohannes. I'm going to just keep coming back to it. That's what I'm hoping to see, is her get an opportunity to kind of run that midfield. The attack has always been a strength for U.S. women's national team, and it's kind of been this, you roll in a new attacking player every couple of years or every year, and we kind of get excited, and then are we good at that spot now? It has been interesting because you don't have, triple espresso. None of those players are there. And those are the players I think people kind of, they think about as the established attacking group for the U.S. women's national team. Trinity Rodman, Sophia Smith, Mallory Pugh. Those players are all going to have a role to play over the next 2 years. None of them are going to disappear. Certainly Trinity Rodman, Sophia Smith, young enough to be major factors. Mallory Pugh, I think she's mid-20s at this point. So those players will still be there. So I guess what we're talking about, and you mentioned Ally Sentnor, is this thing about, okay, who's coming through that will maybe push that group, maybe create some competition for spots. I should also mention there's another teenager in the team, she just turned 20 years old, Alyssa Thompson, who is an Angel City player who burst on the scene as a very young player. So we're seeing a very young group of players in some spots, and that is refreshing and I think representative of the progress that women's soccer is making in terms of development. Now, I always wonder about the knock-on effect and sort of like professionalizing young players. Is that always good, especially for those who don't make it? But in the cases of the ones that do, like Lily Yohannes, who went to Ajax as a young player, and Alyssa Thompson, who entered NWSL as a teenager, this is indicating that we're getting started earlier with these players playing at a high level, which is sort of necessary to keep up with what Europe is doing these days.
There is one player and one issue that kind of is lingering, probably one of the only player selection issues that I've seen women's national team observers kind of have issue with, and you've mentioned it in passing a couple times when we talked about this tournament. But midfielder for PSG, Corbin Albert, she's getting her picks. That she has what do you call it? Detractors out there for both on and off the field. Who would
Right,
you
right.
rather see in that
I don't
midfield
have
spot?
no. I don't. No, I'm not doing that. Again, I'm Corbin Albert is a player Emma Hayes clearly likes. We had a comment after we did our video on the last U.S. Women's National Team win over Australia and said, "Oh, Corbin Albert playing at PSG, probably playing at a higher level than NWSL players." I don't know that I believe that. I'm not sure that that's how I would view this situation right now. She's been fine in this tournament. Like, has she been sort of next level? And it's impossible to see her come out of this team. No, I don't think so. I like Sam Coffey a lot. I'd be fine seeing her in the lineup again. Again, you mentioned Macario. So, Johannes, Coffey, Macario. Macario, obviously an attack-minded player playing in midfield. Going to have to be a two-way player, but going to give you a lot going forward. Those are the players that I'm most focused on here. But Corbin Albert seems to have a role, and again, Emma Hayes is trying to build towards 2027.
Yeah, 2027, still a long way out. We'll see how the women's national team develops.